Why did you start making music?
All right, so to be honest, when I started making music in 2016, I think I mostly just wanted a way to express myself. Like, I wanted to express myself, in a way that, in a medium that I felt comfortable starting out in. Because remember, when I first started my music career, I had no idea what I was doing, honestly. And I've loved music ever since I was a young child, and when I first started making my first rap songs, I think I mostly just started making them because I don't know, or my own original songs, I should say. I just wanted I just felt like music was a venue that I could, get into in that. On top of independent musicians and the independent music scene in general being fairly easy to get to around 2016, which is when I started making my own songs. I think that really helped kind of inspire me. The fact that independent musicians can just make any kind of song from anywhere in the world. Like before 2016, that wasn't really as common, and before that, it wasn't really even possible. So I feel like that kind of helped me a lot in my career. And has helped me a lot still, even to this very day. The fact that anyone can record anything, in any part of the world and share it to the whole world. And also think that that's what inspired me to start making music. Not only the fact that I was already into music and wanted to, get into rapping because I love rap so much, but also because I felt like it was just easy to get into it. It would be fairly easy to share my music around the world in that.
Which song that you have made are you the most proud of?
As of right now, February 2022, the song that I am most proud of that I've made would probably, I don't know, it's probably Vibin' featuring SRM and Blendem. And I know the song hasn't released yet. It's going to release on my upcoming album, Connor Cruise, which drops March 6th. But while I know it hasn't come out yet, I don't know, I feel like the song, like the beat is very upbeat. It's almost like a party song, even the lyrics are about partying and that. And I mean, I've made a lot of party songs, but Vibin' just, I don't know, it just has that professional, high quality. Um, I just feel like the song is just super high quality and super professional, and I feel like it's one of I just there's my heart just tells me Vibin', which comes out March 6th on my album Connor Cruise, is just the right song to jam to and the right song for a general audience.
Who do you look up to as an artist?
And as for who I look up to as an artist, oh god, this list is going to be so long. Honestly, I'm just going to cut it short and just say that first, as a rapper, one of my main influences is definitely Tupac or Tupac Shakur. His songs are just so lyrical. Well, a lot of them are just so lyrical, and Tupac just had that. Not only did he have the lyrics behind him, he just had that charisma whenever he rapped. Like you knew it was a Tupac song, and you knew it could be about anything and everything. I know I've said this before, but versatility is the key to success, and that's one of my main, mottos. And what I mean by that is, um, you should be versatile. Like not even just it's not even just I'm not just versatile as a musician. I'm also versatile in my life. Like I try to do as much as I can in the little time I have in life, and I feel like Tupac was the same way. So that's why he's one of my main influences. Another one of my main influences, and he's kind of more of a local to my area here in California in Contra Costa County, but there's a rapper who's also passed away, rest in peace Tupac. And rest in peace, Woody. Woody was a rapper that was from Antioch, California, for those who don't know. Super local, super underground rapper, but he's another one of my main influences because, like Tupac, he was very lyrical, and he was also very, just had a lot of charisma behind him, a lot to say. So I would say those are my two biggest influences. Other influences on me include, like, I guess more recent influences include artists like, I would say my current, out of all the current artists right now, my favorite, that's a really hard one, but I gotta say my current favorite artist right now overall would be Kendrick Lamar. I look up to Kendrick Lamar as well. I know he's been around for a little while, but he just is so lyrical and kind of embodies that free spirit that I mentioned that Tupac and Woody have. So I would say those three artists are the main three that I look up to, but there's so many more that I would have at least a 10-hour conversation if I listed all of them, but yeah.
What was your inspiration for the song Drugs?
Okay, so I knew this question was gonna pop up. I know Drugs, it's no secret, is one of my most viewed songs on different platforms, YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, all that. And it's also one of the more popular songs that I personally am a little embarrassed about making. Because I don't really, I mean, it's a very lyrical, very deep song, but man, the sound quality was just way lower, mostly because I dropped it, at a time when I was still just starting out. So it wasn't even really professionally mixed and mastered, and I just mixed and mastered it myself. I would say Drugs is an underground song, mostly. But anyways, as for my inspiration for it, I have a lot of family members who have been addicted to hard drugs, alcohol, tobacco, all sorts of different types of drugs and that. And I think when I made Drugs, at least on my part, I think I wanted to mostly make a song kind of talking about how both the good and the bad behind them. Like, I know drugs tend to also help many people, and I do understand, I do believe in the mantra that drugs, they're not all harmful. They're also not all helpful in all ways either. Like I said, I've had family who've been addicted to drugs, and I've also, been helped by many drugs myself. I know that cannabis, for example, and prescription pills, I take them every day, but they, they help me with a whole wide range of things. And on top of that, I don't know, I just feel like for the song Drugs, I wanted to make a song that not only talked about, the good things that they can do, also the bad things, but not just the bad things, also the good things, and vice versa. I feel like, in other words, I just wanted to kind of make like a song kind of talking about both sides of the coin, if you will. And I know, real quick, my uncle, John, was featured on the track. I know he, that was his first and so far only recorded song that I've recorded with him. And he actually was an alcoholic for many years. So he definitely, in his verse, he definitely talks about that and how he's gotten clean and sober and all that from alcohol. So, yeah, I think that Drugs, in short, was inspired by my conflicting views of, drugs like prescription pills, cannabis, hard drugs, alcohol, blah, blah, in general. So, yeah.
Which artist made the best feature verse on one of your songs?
As far as the best featured verse on one of my songs goes, I would say that if I had to choose like a rap verse specifically, I would say one of my best features would probably be on the song Grind. And I know last year in 2021 I dropped Grinding off my album. I think it was the Heat Cooker. And the song Grindin' had a verse by Blendum. Blendum being a local rapper from our area, and he here in California, and he that verse that he dropped was just so tight. I don't know, it was just so. This was fire, man. Like Blendum's verse, I'm not gonna lie, was on Grindin' was probably one of the best verses I've ever heard on one of my featured guests. But yeah, I also feel like one of my other favorite featured verses was on the song Cruel World, which featured Voltaire. Voltaire's verse on Cruel World was another fire verse. I know Voltaire is very lyrical, and I really appreciate that. You know, I really feel like Voltaire as an artist is really improving. As for Epsilon's best verse, I feel like Epsilon's best verse would probably be on the upcoming song, our upcoming song, Overcoming, which not only features him but Voltaire. But anyways, Epsilon's verse on Overcoming is just so deep and lyrical, and I feel like Epsilon, you know, is definitely improving as an artist as well. But yeah.
Who do you hope to collaborate with in the future?
As for who I hope to collaborate with, I hope to collaborate with Mario Judah. I am just teasing. I hope to collaborate with Dr. Dre one day. I highly doubt it'll happen, but I think that would be really cool if I could collaborate with Dr. Dre one day. I think a more realistic goal would probably be to collaborate with someone like, this is hard. Collaborate with someone like, maybe Nas. Nas, I feel like, is a really talented artist, and he's still around at the moment, so I feel like a collaboration with him would be really dope. But again, that's not as realistic as a more local artist, but I don't know. Dreams can come true. I've seen it happen, so yeah. Between Nas and between Dr. Dre, if one of those collaborations were to ever happen, that would be so awesome, and I think I'd probably have to go on the moon or something. Alright, so going off the last question, I'm going to just add that I think that there's a rapper from San Francisco who goes by Ramirez. Ramirez is super talented, and I think he is definitely on my collab list. I think he would actually be someone who might even collab with me way before I'd get a collab with Nas or Dr. Dre, but I'd have to be super famous to collab with either of them. But yeah, Ramirez, dude, you're super talented, and I hope to collab with you someday as well.
Will you get rich from your music at some point?
Alright, last question. As for whether I think I could get rich off my music in the future, you know, for now, I don't think I'm going to be able to, because as much as I love making music and that, it is a passion, it is a hobby it is a passion that is really hard to make money off of unless you're either super famous or you know what you're doing. And as you know, even though I am making moves in that, unfortunately, I'm still not yet at the point where I'm making enough money, you know, and I'm making enough clout, I have enough clout in that to be rich. But that is why I am pursuing a higher education. You know, I'm going to college in that, and I hope one day, I really do hope one day to make a profit off my music, and who knows, maybe I'll even be rich someday. But you just never know. But whether I realistically think I'll be rich one day from my music, it's gonna have to depend, maybe. I hope to. I definitely hope to be rich off my music someday, but as I've said before, it is really hard to get your foot in the door in this game, and I really, like I said, I really hope to, but instead of giving you a direct answer, I'm just gonna say we'll see on that. So yeah, it was a pleasure being interviewed. Once again, this is MC Redwolf. My album Connor Cruise comes out March 6th. I'm officially out. Peace.